Hey, how's it going, everyone? It's the Arizona Bladesman coming at you with another video. This one today isn't really a blade review. It should be, but I've just been so busy with everything going on, with all this craziness in the world. And especially here, it's actually reached Tucson. There's been a little bit of there's been rioting in Phoenix, and there's also been rioting in Tucson as well as far as downtown. But it hasn't really reached my area. But anyway, I'm just doing this little video just to do a chat and just say hello because, it's been a while since my last video. It's been about a month. So I figured, hey, I got some time. I mean, not enough time to do a review, which is coming up, by the way. But just to, say hi, how's it going, catch up on things, stuff of that nature. But anyway, what's going around here is that pretty much Tucson is actually on a curfew. Governor Ducey has ordered a curfew, which goes from 8 p.m. to about 5 a.m., right around there. I mean, don't quote me on that. I just have to check. But, it's pretty much just to keep bad things from not happening here as they have been in other parts of the country, just as back east. And also we're really good guy, Bob, the metal guy, he lives up in the Seattle area. And just cities around his has just been looted. I mean, it's just complete anarchy over there. And so it's not as bad. It's not bad here, but the reason why that was put into effect was to keep things from getting to that point. But anyway, with all that started because of the death of George Floyd, which was a very, very tragic thing, and it should never have happened. I mean, I don't mean to get into that. That's not what this channel is about. It's solely a sword and knife review channel, but this man didn't do anything. I mean, yes, he apparently stole something, but when he was arrested, he didn't put up any resistance, nothing. I mean, he was handcuffed behind his back, put on the floor, and not on the floor, but on the ground, and that was it, And then this cop puts his knee on his neck. Hang on a second. Hello, everyone. Sorry about that long pause there, but I just ended up getting something in the mail. It's from Amazon, but it was delivered here, and I believe I think I know what it is. It is probably my Mongolian recurve bow I had ordered. Said it wouldn't be due till about July, but apparently it's here already. And I want to say it's the whole set. I mean, because I ordered the whole set. I ordered the glove and the arrows and everything like that. But if it's just the bow and it's just coming in, sections or parts, that's fine. But anyway, I'm digressing. But where was I? I know I was talking about George Floyd. He was the man. I mean, the man was essentially murdered, and that's what pretty much triggered this. This whole crap load of anarchy. It's people going to the streets and just using it as an excuse to burn, pillage, loot, destroy property, businesses, and I mean, it's just craziness. I mean, I am all for the First Amendment. If you dislike something, I mean, if you want to go out to the street with your sign and chant slogans, go for it. But once you start, lighting cars on fire, throwing rocks, and, destroying and stealing property, that's just a no-no. But anyway, that's just my short little number on that note. But anyway, things are going fairly okay over here, I mean, you're just getting things done day by day, and, as far as the family's concerned, they're out of school now, so now we got them for the summer, and I'm around them even more, which is alright, but, excuse me, some iced tea here. But it's just, it can get a little much. And plus, my wife's here, but she works long hours and everything like that, and sometimes she doesn't come home in the best of moods, so what happens is that, I try to, but we end up just kind of like at each other, We also had like a little episode last night, but things are okay. But anyway, that's that. And if you're wondering what I'm doing, I am actually working on a project that I had on the back burner for probably about a year. Now, if you guys have been watching my channel, if you've been subscribed to me, you've probably seen this video. This is probably my first couple videos, probably third or fourth, where it was labeled the sword restoration or reconstruction project, where I had the Indian Talwar hilt, and I said I was gonna fix the Copulon blade onto it and everything like that. Well, I put that on the back burner because we were in the process of moving and everything like that, and so that has to come first. So that was on the back burner a long while, and then finally I had some time, and I was looking at the Copulon, and I had started removing the wood because it had a large crack in the hilt. I mean, and it was deep enough to get your thumbnail in. And when that happens, I mean, it's pretty much compromised. If you try striking anything with it, bottles or whatnot, it's going to cause damage, and it's just going to hurt you. So anyway, I'm going to hold on to the Copulon. I'm not going to throw it out, but I'd like to try to find someone who could actually carve a new guard and a new handle and everything like that, and that'd be great. But that's for another time. But anyway, I was thinking, I really want to, finish this project. And so finally, I came upon the idea, and that's where this is coming in. Let me wipe it off. Is that if you guys go to the Atlanta Cutlery site, they sell these bare kukri blades. And these aren't ones that have been, freshly forged or anything like that. I mean, these are antique. I mean, these have been sitting in an armory in Nepal, and from my understanding, probably since 1855. So you got to think pre-Civil War. So anyway, I look at the Talwar hilt and I look at the kukri blade online, and I'm like, bingo. So anyway, that's what I've been doing right here. I've been cleaning up this kukri blade for my project. And I'm sure you guys remember this right here. Now what I had to do is that, I'm sure you remember the prongs were a little bit longer. I had to take my Dremel and just kind of cut these down and shape them a little bit, because what's going to happen, and this is just a rough fit, is that the idea pretty much is that it's going to fit in there and it's going to be just like that. And I've seen pictures of kukris that had, you know, tulwar hilts on them, and I'm like, that's awesome. I think I'm going to go with that idea. So, lo and behold, this is the project. I picked it up. I'm working on it a little bit at a time. And hopefully I could get to do a review on it. Right now I'm just taking this little sanding pad, very fine grip, and some WD-40. And I'm just going back and forth and trying to remove as much, I should say, stains or blemishes or whatever you want to call it. Because when I first got it in, it had the original packing grease. And, you know, since 1855, it's some pretty gunky stuff. And from doing some of my research, I believe it's actually like an animal fat base. So it could either be from pork or beef. I mean, but who knows. But anyway, I just wanted to touch base with you and show you guys what's been going on. And I can't wait to finish this thing. I mean, I'm just working on it little by little. This is the side I've been working on. And this area right here was heavily rusted. Well, it had a lot of rust, but it's coming off now. But this is the other side that hasn't been touched. And I have to say, I mean, for something that, you know, it's been in storage for that long, it still looks pretty good. And this has seen service before, and it actually still has a pretty darn good edge. So, I mean, even without it, you could still wrap a piece of fabric around here and still use it as a weapon. But anyhow, you know, I hope everyone stays safe, stay healthy, be vigilant, you know, just be aware of your surroundings. And I will get back to you with a review of the Espadadaga set from Chris Cutlery. So, with that being said, take care, and until next time, YouTube.